Welcome everyone. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to speed up your Windows PC on Windows 10, 7, or honestly any Windows version that you have. I'll be showing you how to use a program that I like to use called CCleaner. I've been using this program for about 8 years. It's an amazing program. It's helped me speed up all like friends, families' PCs whenever they ask me why their PC is running so slow. This is what I show them first. So I'll be running through real quick all the options that we have in here. The first thing is the actual cleaner page that pops up right away. In this we have Microsoft Edge, and I don't use Microsoft Edge, so I honestly select every single thing from this. Save passwords, everything, because I don't use Microsoft Edge. If you do use Microsoft Edge, you may not want to select save passwords. You may not want to select whatever you select, it's going to delete. So if you do the internet cache, history, cookies, download history, last download location, session, set aside tabs, recently typed URLs, saved form information, I want to wipe all of it because I don't use Microsoft Edge. Internet Explorer, I also don't use Internet Explorer, so I go ahead and select all of that one. Windows Explorer, recent documents, so that's where when you open up like a Windows File Explorer tab, it shows you like your recent documents listing. You do not want to check mark this if that's how you get to your documents you're working on. Run and start menu, I go ahead and remove that. Other Explorer MRUs, I don't worry about. Thumbnail cache, taskbar, jump listing. Thumbnail cache is just like your computer saves in memory. It has a file that like saves what all your thumbnails are, so that it doesn't have to reload the like the images and everything every single time you go into it, which takes up a little bit of time. So the cache takes up some space, but it saves you a little bit of time if you go into the same folder all the time. I just remove it because it's pretty quick to reload all those thumbnails. The taskbar jump list, that's just a list on the left hand side of your Explorer page that shows you like all the recently used folders. And then network passwords, I leave that one unchecked even though I don't do network stuff. System, so right now it's set to empty the recycle bin. If you have folders in the recycle bin that you need to get out, you want to get them out before you empty the recycle bin. Temporary files are files your computer makes temporarily, again to save you time, but they take up space on your hard drive. Clipboard is anything that you've copied. If you right click on something and say copy, that's your clipboard. It's saving it to there. So if you have anything in your clipboard, say you just copied like a huge movie file or something on your computer, if you wipe the clipboard, it saves you all that space again, because your computer will just hold on to it in your clipboard until you paste it. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty the clipboard. Memory dumps, that's like again just to speed up your computer. It saves these memory logs. Check disk file, Windows log files, you don't need any of those. I leave all the rest unchecked. So we also have Windows event, old prefetch data, all kinds of stuff. You don't need train notification cache. No, we're not gonna worry about that because once you restart Explorer.exe, which is like you're running everything you see on your computer, so don't worry about that. If you click wipe free space, it will wipe all of the free space on your hard drive. It will wipe it all. You don't want to do that if you have an SSD or if you have a hard drive. It takes forever. It's basically going to put ones like all zeros or all ones over top of all your empty space, so the people can't recover the files on your hard drive. So it's a really powerful option, but you don't want to do that for every single time. And then we go over to the applications tab, and this is going to be the ones where I'm more picky about. So I don't use Firefox, so I can go ahead and remove all of these. It's not saving my passwords anyway, so I don't need to do it. I'm going to go ahead and remove every preference that Firefox has. It's going to remove all the wasted space that Firefox is taking. Google Chrome I use all the time though, so I'm going to delete the internet cache because I don't need it. The internet history, I don't care if it deletes my history. Cookies, that is people tracking you on the internet. Say you look up dog food and then you see all these advertisements for dog food. That's your cookies. So if you're having issues with those ads popping up, I know like if you ever search for an engagement ring, you're going to have a bad time. It's going to show you ads for engagement rings like until you die almost. So clearing cookies is how you get rid of that. So this is very important to have this checked. Download history. This is all your downloads, the history of them that are inside the thing. It won't delete your downloads, but it will delete the history that Google has of what you downloaded last. Last download location. That's the last place that you downloaded your files to. If you download them to your downloads folder, just the next time that you download something, it's going to ask you again where you want to put that. Session is your currently running session. I leave that unchecked. Save form information, I leave that unchecked as well because I like it autofilling. Save passwords, I'm not going to click that either because I want to save my passwords. Compact databases, I don't worry about that one. Internet for Java, I can go ahead and clear Java. I don't use it all the time. Multimedia. All these programs that I have installed, they all take up little bits of space on your computer. And I just go ahead and wipe all these. Game Explorer, I don't need that. Windows Defender, I can clear all those. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Analyze, and it's going to run through my computer really quick. I just recently did this, and it cleared 50 gigs of space. But right now it's only clearing like almost not even a meg, because 1 megabyte because of that. But when you do it, it could be any amount. It could be a crazy high number, it could be a low number, but whatever you do, this is going to clear up some space on your computer. Then we're going to go ahead and hit Run Cleaner. Make sure that these files, you're okay with them being deleted, and say Continue. So now it has deleted and did it in only 2 seconds. This is the fastest, like one of the most amazing programs. This whole company, it's called Piriform, Piriform. I'm going to have a link to it in the description. This company makes amazing programs for free. You can use them for free, or you can buy the business versions. I've always just used the free versions. They don't bug you with ads. They don't put malware on your computer. Nothing. They're amazing. And then we go down to Registry. So this is more if you are a power user. This is more for you. You have to be kind of careful with this. It can actually clear stuff on your computer that you need. So make sure it's going to give us the option to back up registry files that it deletes. You're going to definitely want to do that. So I leave everything checked because that's how it comes, and it hasn't hurt me in the past. So these are all things in your computer registry that your computer knows about these .264 files, and the only way it knows about these files and what program to use for them is because it saves a registry thing. So we're going to go ahead and fix select issues. Do you want to back up the registry before making changes? Yes, I do. And then it's going to ask you where you want to save it. I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then fix all selected issues and close. And you guys, if I'm going a little too fast for you, just feel free to go back to any part in the video that I'm going too fast for. Sorry, I'm a fast talker. Then we're going to move on to tools. So software updater, it's going to search for any software you have that might need an update. If it can find it, it's going to post it right here, and then it's going to have a list of up-to-date ones. So it only knows a couple of these programs. This is not super useful yet, but someday in the future it might be. Then we're going to go to Uninstall. So this is where if you have a program that's kind of being rogue and annoying, and you don't want the program anymore, say you needed it for a class in school, you needed some program, or you have some other program that's just annoying you, and you don't use it anymore. This is where you go, find the program, uninstall it. I just recently did this, so I don't think I'll have any more that I need to uninstall, but you would just click on it, say I didn't want Firefox anymore, and I would just hit uninstall, and it pops up the window. Make sure you want to uninstall it, and uninstalls the program. So go through here. If there's any crazy ones, go ahead and uninstall them. If you have questions about them, you can leave it in the comments below. I'll try to help you guys out and tell you what each program does, but also Google is really good at that. That's what I do, is I just search Google for the name. So once you get done uninstalling, we're going to go to startup. This is how to speed up your startup of your machine. So every single time I start up my computer, these ones that are grayed out kind of, these ones are wanting to start up, but I'm not letting them start up every single time. So I actually even told CCleaner I don't want it to start every single time, because when I want to use CCleaner, I will open it. I don't want it starting up and slowing my computer down. So you can just click each one of these and enable or disable them. Synapse is my mouse. HD audio is my audio for my PC. So I leave both of those. Both of those are allowed to start up when I start my computer. Everything else would just slow me down. I don't need Steam. All these other programs are trying to start every single time I start my computer. It's horrible. It just slows you down. It's when all the pop-ups come up as soon as you turn on your computer. It's iTunes is hey, you should log in. Hey, you should do this. I don't like any of those. It just slows me down. I want to do what I want to do when I start my computer, not what it wants me to do. So I go ahead and iTunes is the huge one. If you remove iTunes off this list, if you disable it, will help you a lot with startup times. And then, so once you've gone through this and disabled the ones that you don't need starting up, these are trying to update every single time I start my computer. I don't want them to update every single time. I'll update them when I want them to. Then scheduled tasks. This is tasks that happen at 2 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whenever they are set to happen. This is, again, more updaters and also a few other things that are running here. I leave them all on, but if you have something that's popping up at 5 o'clock p.m. when you're trying to work on your computer, this is how you tell that to stop. You find the program in here, and then you say disable, and it'll stop running at the exact same time every day. Context menu. This is when you right-click on a folder or a file on your thing, and you see all these options. Any like extra options that don't come with Windows are going to be in this context menu. So like for me, I use 7-zip to unzip files. It has all these options in here, and if I did not want them in here, like open in Visual Studio, I don't need open in Visual Studio in there, but you go into here and disable them if you recognize the name and you want it to be removed. So there's a couple in here like add to VLC media playlist. I don't ever do that, so I don't need it to be on my right click every single time I right click a file. So that's what your context menu is. Browser plugins is your extensions for your different browsers, and I recommend going into your browser and doing it in there. In here it's not going to have as much power as in your browser. So I've already disabled a lot of these, but some of them you're going to want to do inside your browser. Alright guys, so the next thing is the disk analyzer. That'll show you your large files that are taking up space on your computer. It'll scan whichever hard drive you want, and then it'll show you all your files, largest to smallest. You can sort them, you can remove them. Duplicate finds your duplicates. It's really easy to use. I'm not going to go through it right now because it takes a little bit of time. System Restore shows you your restore points. Don't worry about that. Drive Wiper, don't worry about that either. That is if you're throwing away a hard drive and you want to wipe that hard drive completely, this will wipe your hard drive of all data. You can even do super secure, like 35 passes. That'll take like days to do, but it'll wipe your hard drive to where nobody can get any of the data off of it. That's about it for this program. This is super helpful. I use this with my friends. I use this with my family. I use this with everybody. This program has sped up like so many computers that I've worked on. I use it every now and then to speed up my computer as well. If you guys like it, I'm not getting paid or anything to make this review, but it'll be in the description. I just want you guys to be able to speed up your computers. It's really nice to know how when your computer starts getting slow, maybe you don't need to go out and buy a brand new computer. Maybe you just need to speed up the one you already have. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I will be putting out more content like this and all kinds of other things on my channel. I try and upload a video like twice a week. Please check out my other videos, and thank you guys for watching this one. I hope it helped. Again, like and subscribe, please, and have a great day and stay positive.